Hi again, Stephen from Alcohol Free Lifestyle. Most of the people on here are watching this will be drinkers, some heavy drinkers, some social, some sober people now, after maybe years of drinking. When you're a heavy drinker, even moderate drinker, you always feel, well, I always did a little bit jaded, even the days when you didn't have very much. I think you probably have 2 or 3 pints still, and we go to the pub and not have so much. And then when your days off came, that was straight into the boozer. Because you could drink more and you could recover next day of a lie and all that sort of thing. I think you get to the point where you think, well, it's normal to feel like this, a bit jaded. Some days better than others, obviously. You have a little bit less, maybe a bit better sleep, but you never sleep properly. It's only when you're sober for a long period of time to realise how good you can feel. Because over my long period of drinking, I very rarely felt really good. Because there's always something. You've had a bit of a hangover or you feel a bit rough from a weekend before. It takes days to get over. And I think as you get older, it's more difficult to get over. Now, I've been sober now 5 years, but I think the last 2 years have been really, really, really feeling a lot better. And I feel much younger now than I did when I was drinking, if that makes sense. Brain sharper, skin's better, sleep better, eat better. I'm much happier. The chaos of life disappeared. Don't get me wrong, you've still got things to deal with when you don't drink. You still have the same grief in life. You still have health issues, maybe financial issues some people have, work, all that sort of thing. You've got children, you've got problems, but you've got things to deal with. But when you're drinking, all these things seem to be amplified, and the smallest thing becomes very important. So that's what I'm trying to stress here. You become numb, I think, to the feeling of being unwell, even if you're just a moderate drinker. Then when you get to beyond that, you become a heavy drinker. Every day you're jaded. You can't get out of that cycle. Then you become dependent, and then it's just a nightmare. I just think about that, how good you would feel if you stopped for a while. I know there's a lot of people want to give up. A lot of people will never give up because they don't want to. I didn't for years. So you will feel so much better, even after a month off. A month's a long time if you're a big drinker. A day is a long time if you're a big drinker. Because you get a call, you fancy going to the pub, you think, oh, go on, I've had a couple of days off. Drinking, you drink the pub dry, couldn't you? I used to work in a job where we did 7 nights. I still used to have the odd drink in the morning when I used to go home, because it was like my night time, if that makes sense. And on the Monday night, we were off, and it was like, oh, God, I was just dying to get to the pub for, a lot of drink. I've got a friend, actually, who's a good lad. He's still quite fit, but younger than me. And he says, he'd not say, should we go to the pub for a pint? Because nobody goes for 1 pint, do they? I mean, you don't walk in the pub and say, oh, I'll have a pint of lager, and then you say, oh, how's things? Oh, great, yeah, the kids are fine, or the job's going well, and then I'm going home now. As one of the Gallagher brothers said, you don't go for 1 pint, you go for 100. And that's what happens. Anyway, this mate of mine, he'll always say, I used to say, shall we go for a gallon? Which obviously 8 pints. And sometimes it used to exceed that. And that was quite normal. We thought it was. So you never feel well. Give it a go for a day, 2 days, a week, a month, and let me know how you get on and how you're feeling, because you will feel so much better, even in the early stages, and the benefits are massive. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. If you have any comments or anything you want me to cover, then leave me a note in the comments box.